Hey, click. I still didn't get the clicker. I apologize.
Dang it.
But
I thought you were a professional.
I'm thinking episode 4 or 5, maybe we have that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, hey, it's Dave Moto with Fastlane Music Media. This is the Backstage Pass. We didn't get canceled, although I'm the one filming it, so I don't know who'd cancel us. But today, Dusty Leigh Huston, this is awesome. 2022 International Singer-Songwriters Association.
Yep.
I got it. Don't say it 5 times fast. Female Vocalist of the Year. This is big stuff. The show, we actually had a $4 budget, Dusty. I was able to get you some flowers on the way over here with the new budget. And a big surprise that I got for you is I'm not good at being untruthful. So I was pretty starving on the way over here. And if you've never had tasty taquitos, I blew the whole budget.
Ooh.
I actually stole those out of your yard. And I'm really sorry. So my helper, Marilyn Moto, I did say, let's have a tasty taquito.
Absolutely.
Can you take it out? You're going to make us take our own out?
Yes.
This is so unprofessional. So,
all right.
Dusty, we can't do the show without the intro. So, thank you for having us in your home.
Yeah.
If you guys are ready to go backstage, I'm ready. You ready?
Let's go.
Cheers. Let's eat this while we run the intro. Hey, we're still not even counting numbers, so this is going good today. Guys, listen, this is big deal. Like, this is Dusty Leigh Huston. Thank you so much for not being on the show and for letting us in your house.
Absolutely.
It's so awesome. Again, I said it, so 2022, you say the other part now.
The ISSA Female Vocalist of the Year.
What a cheat. I had to say the whole thing. That's like such a big deal. And before we get started, listen, magic of editing. I'm gonna run some of your music in the back. Maybe what song will we start with?
Let's start with 99 Halos.
99 Halos. So what's the song about? Maybe tell us that.
This was a song I wrote with Dave Nudo when I lost my dad. It's basically kind of an honor to him. So it's a tearjerker.
A personal thing while we're laughing. So, right?
My dad wouldn't have it any other way.
So I guess the big thing is I've been super blessed to work with you on 3 different stops of your tour. We just did a nice promo video, which we will run at the end of this video, by the way. And not only do I love you, I absolutely love your entire band, everything. This award, obviously a big deal. And guys, this is every day. So when you guys were dressed up, I was a little blown away. So
we clean up nice.
So tell me about the award. How did it happen? What's it mean?
So the first part of the awards are fan voted. So you get nominated, and then once they put those out in April, then everybody has to vote. Then once you're selected, I was nominated in 5 categories this year, which was amazing, mind-blowing. Then it goes to a panel. There was over 25,000 submissions or something. I try not to look into that because it makes me sweat a little. But then it goes to a panel and it's voted on. And so last year we didn't get to go to the award show. It was in Atlanta because of COVID. This year it was all, everybody got to get dressed up and go and present and see everybody. And I mean, you've met me a few times. You know, I'm pretty just genuine. I'm out there. Everybody was so dressed up.
Genuine. Okay, yeah, we'll call it that for the video. Yeah.
Real, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So everybody gets glam. They look beautiful, amazing. And the whole time.
You guys did. You and Wade looked. Wade looked like he was in the next Bond movie, and you looked awesome. And it's because I know that you're not you're real as they come, and so it was nice. Where were the awards at?
They were at the Performing Arts Center in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I'm still, getting used to and meeting the people here. Yeah. And Chattanooga, I like you, M&M plant. You got here a little bit before me, I think. So, Idaho is where you came from, right? So, how did I have my own story, but how did you end up? Because I would think Nashville is what makes more sense for what you're doing. So how did Chatty come to be for you?
So I signed with EMG Records in 2019, and I was kind of doing the flying, back and forth thing to Idaho, and it really became kind of surreal when I was like, okay, I need to move closer. This needs to be, I'm gonna, there was no more excuses.
Yeah.
My kids were grown and I've now signed with this label. And so, being a prior military wife, you don't put yourself first. Ever.
I was a prior military wife too for a little while,
I bet you were
but yeah, I was really good at it, and but that's a long time ago. That's a whole other show.
But you're not wearing the right clothes for that show. But no, so we kind of had talked about leaving Idaho once my dad had kind of passed away, and it basically kind of got to the point where my husband was like, no more excuses. Like you're of this time frame in your life where you don't have to take care of kids, you don't have to, so I really thought about it, what do I want to do with my music and how far do I want to take it? And so I looked at Nashville and I looked at Atlanta because my label has a studio in both. And I mean, if I'm honest, I'm not a big city gal. I'm kind of, I like to be able to go when I want to, but I don't want to live there. So Chattanooga just made sense. Kind of the lifestyle that we live. We love to hike and we love to fish and we like to, we're really active, and they have the mountains. Idaho's full of mountains, rivers and lakes. I didn't want to give that up. And the more research I did with Chattanooga, the more I loved it. And I mean, every day I wake up and I know I made the right decision. Yeah,
and I think for me, and I think it probably relates to you as well. So I visited Nashville, I think 2 years ago, and it's an awesome city.
For sure.
I mean, it's the hub. I mean, it's the hub of everything music. But I come from Tampa, and which is also the city and the beach and crowded, and it just felt like probably Tampa with a different view, and then in a very saturated market as far as what I do and stuff. And not to take over the interview here, but I think Chattanooga for me is kind of maybe likely for you is that this is just, not only is there a great music scene here, but I call it the 2-hour circle. We're like, right? I mean, Knoxville, Nashville, Birmingham, Atlanta, it's just this perfect thing and just such a great, I've been amazed since I've been here with the music scene, and this is just another example. I mean, there's everything here. There's rock, rap, country. Here I'm sitting with you, you just won this big award on a label, and it just Chattanooga is 2 thumbs up. Chattanooga, if you want to sponsor, maybe we'll have a $6 budget for the next show, right?
2 taquitos.
Yeah, we'll get right. Well, there was more, but I ate them already, so I apologize for that. So, having the chance to work with you a couple of times, I think and I've been around a lot of bands, and what strikes me with your band is this whole family together. Like, I absolutely love everyone in the band. A couple of times that I've got to be around, and just not just the fun they have, but I just feel like there's a bond. And so first of all, if you don't mind, let's introduce everybody and maybe tell us how they came to be.
Sure. So when we first moved here, we had put out an ad kind of wanting to put the band together, and we got an answer from Drew Plowman.
Yes.
He is our acoustic guitar
comedian of the band.
The brother I never had. No, Drew's wonderful. He's from Bristol, Tennessee.
Right.
And just as down home, genuine as they come. I mean, just the nicest guy.
He's got, and he has the most Tennessee accent I've ever heard. If I could learn how to say moonshine like he does, I'm there. But
that's right. So he was the first one that we were able to bring him into the dark side, as I say, and now he can't leave. And then we met Greg Roberts, who is my lead guitar player.
Yes.
Phenomenal musician.
Left-handed guitarist that just lays it down. And Drew, just not to interrupt, I apologize, but so Drew was already doing fairly well as a solo actor before joining forces.
He's actually from Chihowee. Most people don't know where that's at because it's a little tiny town. So
I can't even say that.
Yeah, he says, so he tells everybody he's from Bristol, but he was doing the solo thing, killing it out there. Decided to move, him and his wife moved to Chattanooga, and he wanted to do the solo thing and then join the band stuff as well. We keep him fairly busy. So we met Jimmy, and fell in love with him immediately. And then they introduced us to Rich Cherry, phenomenal drummer. I mean, you've seen
the
him.
best bassist. I'm a former drummer, and I love this guy has the best faces in the business.
I love it.
Yes.
And he's professional drummer for years. He toured around, he's done the whole professional thing. And I will say it took me a little while to get used to a band that understands the bigger picture, that gets it. And when they're like, well, whatever you want to do, I'm like, whoa, I don't know what to do with my hands when you say that, so, but everybody, it's so collaborative and everybody works together. And I mean, we enjoy, and then I got to meet all their wives, and their wives are great.
I feel like, let me just like there's no egos in this band. I feel like I really, and again, I've been around a lot of bands and the years that I've been working here in the music industry, and I feel like I've never been in a place where there really is, like, I just don't see the egos. I see everybody like having a great time.
And I think too, like, I think you know me well enough to know that when we were first putting the band together, first and foremost, I've been in 2 other bands before that we have formed, and I was lucky to have this family dynamic with these guys. You spend a lot of time together, and the most important thing for me, above all else, I don't care how well you can play, I don't care, what kind of gear you have, none of that means anything to me. What matters most to me is that we all get along. Like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I tell people, listen, there's a lot of things. I am black and white. I'm as genuine as they come. And if you don't like the F word, I'm probably not the person for you.
Or I might believe it, but I've heard her say bag of more than once during the show, and she has a coffee cup here that actually says something about this is as real as it gets. So, and
I tell people, like, we are gonna be together a lot. So there isn't room for egos. There isn't room for that kind of one man band. That's not what it is. And so I got lucky. It's great to be able to collaborate and like, I just got done with a song that I wrote last October with Mary Cutter and another artist, his name's Craig, just phenomenal songwriters. And I had this vision of what I wanted this song to be, but I also don't play an instrument. I play the tambourine. You can't really write a song to a tambourine. And so I brought it to the guys, and I was like, how do I get this to the next level? And it took us a couple of weeks to put it together, but their ideas were like, okay, well, that didn't work. Oh, well, let's try this. But nobody gets upset, like, oh, I don't really like that, or there's no ego, and that, oh man, what a breath of fresh air. It's phenomenal. So I love my guys. I am only as good as they make me, because I can't play a show with a tambourine. But they make being on stage so fun. It sounds, well, and there's Drew, and you can't not have a good show without him. So
this is literally the first time, can I just say, like, we're so twins. If somebody has outfucked me, I'm like, all right, so here's, so we introduced the whole band, and I'm so disappointed that probably everybody's cool. But the coolest guy, you didn't even say. Her husband.
I totally got
her husband.
No, yes, I'm gonna get all teary. Honestly, he'll probably kill me for saying this, but none of this would happen without him.
I can tell you, he's so giving, I guess, in the fact that he stays back a lot, and then he'll come up on stage a couple of times, and he's without a doubt one of the most talented musicians that I've ever met too. The harmonica, the guitar, and he's got a look that I took a picture that's so funny. I tried to get a picture of him with his hat on, watching her, and when I showed it to her, she was like, that damn hat is the reason I have kids. So listen, these two have had it, but I'm telling you, he's really amazing. And Johnny Cash, anything Johnny Cash, that man is.
He used to be one of the members of the band. He used to, when we lived in Idaho, he did all of the, the older country dance songs, And then when we moved here, he's like, I kind of want to take a step back, and I want to just do the management side. And I was like, I don't agree with that, because he does play the harmonica, and he does do all these integral parts, So I forced him to kind of, join us for a few songs, and I think he's still.
It's amazing. I'm still waiting for, and if you haven't seen Dusty live, please, we're gonna try to take care of that so that you guys get out and see her. His Johnny Cash is just so good. Yes. Your voice is like gives me chill bumps, but I'm waiting for like this duet, the duet because you two would
It's coming.
be. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And listen, so what we're talking about, I mean, what else is like, so the Hell I Want tour is the name of the current tour,
Yep.
and it never ends. It's like a gobstopper. And for anybody that's not old, it's a movie and an everlasting piece of candy. But
and this is the everlasting tour.
but it just it keeps going and going and going. So listen, like what's ahead immediately? What's long term? What do you have coming? New music? Any?
Yes, absolutely. So it's kind of hard to. I have an album, The Hell I Won't, that I'm working on. My first album came out about a year ago, and immediately started, writing songs and working with. I'm lucky in the sense that I have songs that are pitched to me that are so good, just amazing songs. And so I started working on that about a year ago. Then again, we moved cross country and put the band together, and so trying to do everything all at once. We're burning the candle at both ends, but. It was very important that we got out and did the tour, and especially with my band, I was like, I don't want to sit on this, while we're not playing live. So that was kind of my main focus. I just got The Hell I Want back from the studio from Nashville on yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
New video coming, maybe I'm shooting. I don't know, maybe that's a secret. I don't know, but so keep watching.
Absolutely. So we've got that in the works, and then we go to Idaho. I'm doing my tour is headed there for. We'll be there for 12 days. I got 4 back-to-back shows. It'll be fun to play home again. And then we've got a couple of really awesome shows that I can't announce yet. I gotta wait.
She already told me, but I'm not saying.
It's awesome. I'm so excited. When I heard about that, I may have danced a little. I'm pretty excited about that. But and then usually about December, we're booked solid until the first week of December.
Right.
I'm already exhausted, and we haven't even got that far yet. But I usually take December off. I'm a huge Christmas fanatic, and I usually take December to kind of regroup and plan my next tour. So that's kind of.
But here, like maybe Christmas album. How about a Christmas song?
So absolutely. So we've got one in the works. I did one last year. I released one December 1st of last year. I'd like to do a whole album.
That's cool, yeah.
But again, that's kind of in the works. I want to do all of the things, but I'm not very patient. I want to do them all right now, so I have to pick and choose. So, but I do have a Texas run. We're gonna hit the Texas circuit probably in the spring.
Right.
So lots of I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, well listen, I genuinely feel like that this next year is just bigger and better, and that's my prediction, and I think you guys should check Dusty if you're not already familiar with her. Listen, I almost forgot this. Where can people see your page, get your music, they can give out?
So Dusty Leigh Huston is the website, Facebook. Dusty Leigh, Leigh, and Huston is Huston. I say that, just you'll understand why later. But Instagram is the Dusty Leigh.
Yep.
And you can download my music on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, everywhere. Amazon.
Everywhere.
Napster.
This is the second one. This is the second one I've done, and the same thing with Taylor Strange, and he's like, just everywhere. Just go find it. It'll come up.
I know. I can't remember all of the places. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. So listen, before we wrap up, it's getting in, but how about thanks? You need to thanks to anybody. You had a great year. Right. Fast Lane Music Media.
That's right.
Blog.
That's right. Saying. No, he gets my awkwardness. It's great. No, just my label has been great. My band guys, I can't thank them enough. I get all teary when I'm like, I love you guys. They get it, but they don't understand how easy they make my life, and people don't realize that it's a lot of work being a musician. It is. You don't do it to get rich. You don't do it for the fame. You don't do it for anything other than the fact that there's this undying passion for it. But every show that I have that I get to be on stage with these guys is a dream. And I just...
And I got to hang out because obviously I'm not on stage and I take the picture. So I got to hang out with the band-wise table. But,
they're so great.
But they're awesome. I'm just saying the whole thing. I've never been around a group or that feels the same way yours
We're all
does.
having a family barbecue on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm coming.
That's right.
So, yeah, listen. All right, listen. Let's wrap this up because it's like 49 minutes
Dude,
now.
we can do this all
Dusty
day.
talks longer than me, and I thought there was no one that could beat me. Listen, I'm super glad we made it to episode 2, and we got a genuine star. Not that Taylor wasn't. Shout out to Hormesis and those guys, because I was very thankful that he gave me the chance to be there. I thank you so much for letting us be in your home.
Absolutely.
Let's high five it out, and let's wrap it.
Kush.